Have your ID on you.
No, did I threaten somebody?
Name?
Did you see
tell me
me?
your name?
Did you see me threaten anybody when I came in here?
All right, just look.
Huh?
You're under arrest, sir.
Okay.
I'm doing an investigation.
Investigate first.
Okay.
Okay, there's no crime here.
Where's your ID?
I don't need to give you the ID. Back off a little bit because I'm not arrested or detained.
You just let me see your driver's license and I check that you have a valid driver's license. Can I take a look at your driver's
Nope,
license real quick?
I don't consent.
Okay.
There's no legal reason for you to pull me over. You can keep walking, man. I'm not free to go.
You're not free to go. I'd like to make sure you're okay to drive this car.
I'm good to drive this car. I don't consent to anything you have to say. Please.
You're probably going to go to jail for trespassing. So
Yes or no? If I don't leave right now, what's going to happen? I don't want to get arrested, but is that what's going to happen if I stay here right now?
It will. Because
Wow, you're a tyrant.
thank you.
Oath breaker. This guy right here.
What starts as a simple question about identity quickly spirals into a shocking display of unchecked authority. A nearly blind man, confused and cornered, is accused, cuffed, and shackled not for a crime, but for standing firm on his constitutional right to remain silent. The police claim they're investigating a trespass, but the man says he's never even been there. What unfolds is a disturbing example of what happens when ID refusal meets brute force.
What's your name?
Officer Bodine, Bridgeton Police,
What's your number?
1047.
Why are you asking me for my
I'm
ID?
doing an investigation.
Investigate first.
Okay.
Okay, there's no crime here.
Where's your ID?
I don't need to give you the ID. Back off a little bit because I'm not arrested or detained.
Right now, I'm trying to figure
I
out
don't
who you
care.
are.
You talk to me with respect.
I am going to talk to you.
No, you're not. You laid hands on me.
I'm making sure you don't have any weapons.
You don't need to do that. I'm not a crime. There's no crime here. Why would you assume that I have a weapon?
Listen.
Back off.
I'm doing
Back
follow-up.
off, sir. Please. Back off, sir. You can't handle me like I'm your property. Do me a favor and back off.
Okay.
And talk to me with respect. There's no crime here. Why are you going to come up to me and talk to me like I'm
trying to
a
ID you,
criminal?
sir.
Excuse me?
I'm trying to ID you.
You don't get to ID me without a crime.
There is a crime.
Which one? What's the crime, ma'am? Did you call the cops?
No, I did not call.
Okay, so where's the crime?
Can you hear me out?
I just need to find out who
You don't need to know me nothing.
Yes, I do.
No, why? What's the crime? Say that. State that for the record.
But that's
I need to ID you, sir.
For what? What's the crime?
Because there was threats made here.
There was no maybe.
I need your
No, maybe. Confirm that. Investigate first. Whoever called, talk to them and
Okay,
tell
yeah.
them what I did. What did I do? What's the crime? Did you see a crime when you walked in here?
go ahead.
We're asking for your ID.
Sir, you don't get to ask me for ID absent of a crime. Period. I have the right to remain silent, and I don't need to give you an ID unless you have a crime. What's the code violation?
Yeah, but explain to you.
You're not explaining to me. You're asking and demanding an ID from a person that has committed no crime. Who are you anyway?
I'm Officer Martinez.
And what's your ID?
I'm trying to ID you.
For what? You can't ID somebody in the street just because you want to.
Listen, man, we're looking for someone. We're just.
It ain't me. It ain't me. It ain't me.
What's your name, sir?
You don't need to know my name. There is no crime. Who are you looking for? Please confirm that. You're looking for a person, and you obviously you know who that is.
Exactly.
And who? It ain't me.
Well, I just want to get your name to make
You
sure
don't
it's
get to my name. You don't get my name.
name.
You don't get my name absent of a crime, period. You can't come here. I don't know how many officers are here. I'm almost blind. So you're actually...
Can I just speak with you just for a second? Listen, we're not trying to make
You're
this
not
a big thing.
speaking to me. He laid hands on me.
Well, listen, you're
I don't need to
trespassing.
listen. I can remain quiet, period.
That's fine.
I can plead the fifth right now. You have no right to me.
I'm trying to explain this to you. You are banned from here.
Why?
You
I
are
haven't
not
done
allowed to be
anything.
here.
Who
You are
banned
currently
me?
trespassing.
Who banned me? This is a city. This is
Management banned you from here. They
Sir,
have that right to ban
sir.
anyone from this business or
Why?
from this property.
Why?
They have that right. I don't
I
know why they banned
understand,
you.
sir. Please.
I'm explaining.
Who's
it to
the
you.
authority here? Who's
That's
the
me.
highest?
Me.
And your name is?
Sergeant.
Sergeant?
Overstreet. So here's what's going
What
to happen.
is your name, sir, please?
Sergeant Overstreet.
And what's your ID?
1079.
Okay.
You are
Pl-
trespassing.
no, why?
You are going to be placed under arrest, and we're going to bring you to the police station, and we can figure out all the details there. There's no reason to argue here. There's nothing.
No. Trespassing means you get to tell me to leave.
You've been banned here for years.
Sir, I've never been here.
Sir, you are.
Listen, I've never been here.
What is your name?
I don't need to give you my name. You tell me the
We're
person.
investigating a trespassing. You have to provide your info.
Listen, I have never been in this building.
All right,
Never,
what is your
ever,
name?
ever. I don't need to give you that name.
You do.
No, you don't.
Okay, so
no,
what
you
I'm going
don't.
to need you to do is put your phone away because you're going to be placed under arrest.
And the reason is?
For not IDing yourself because we're investigating a trespassing, and for trespassing because we know who you are.
And what's the investigation that you did?
I just told you that, sir.
No, you just telling
Put
me.
your phone down.
No,
Put your
no.
phone
You
back.
know what? You're gonna arrest me. Go ahead.
We are going to.
I'm not.
arrest you, yes.
I'm not gonna give myself up for something you just made up.
Listen, you're making this way harder.
No,
than
I'm
that.
not.
You
I'm
are.
not. I'm
You
not.
are. You absolutely are.
No, I'm
I'm
not.
explaining it to you the nicest way I can.
No, who is being
trespassing.
Who is being
You,
trespassed?
sir.
Why? How? I've never been into this building
Management
ever.
banned you from here.
Ma'am, do you have me in record here?
Sir, I don't even know what your name is right now.
So why are they saying I'm banned from here? Who's banning me?
Investigating, there was an incident here, so I would listen to them.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to listen. You said there's an investigation.
There is.
Where is
it? would
it?
be so much easier if you could just give us your ID.
No,
so we can confirm
no.
whether you're banned from here or not.
No. Okay, if I don't give you my ID, what happens?
You're going to be placed under arrest.
Okay, under the threat of arrest, I will give you my ID.
Okay.
Okay, now you lose your qualified immunity.
Okay.
You know that, right?
Yes. I understand.
Okay. Aguántame aquí, mamita. Where's she at? Keep recording. Okay. So you don't know you don't know who's the person that you're supposedly kicking out of here.
No, we do.
But
But I
that's-
just want to verify that it's you before we even, make your day harder than it has to be.
Hey, how do you know who the person is?
What's that? Because there was an incident here where someone called, left some concerning messages.
When?
We believe that person is you. That person
No,
is
no,
banned
wait.
from this property.
You saying hearsay?
No, there's a voicemail of this person threatening this property.
When? Today?
I don't know when they called.
No, but you
I
just
just heard the
specify.
voicemail, yes, today.
Today, so it wasn't
Yeah.
me.
Huh?
I never threatened anybody.
Do you have your ID on you?
No, did I
What
threaten
is your
somebody?
name?
Did
Can
you
you just
see
tell me
me?
your name?
Did you see me threaten anybody when I came in here?
All right, just look them.
Huh?
You're under arrest, sir.
Okay.
I'll grab your key.
Circle 17, can you head over to 2 Clark Road for clothing, escort, and possible funeral service?
¿Y ahora qué hago? Él no me vino a pedir
Ma'am?
información.
Did you give me the card? Huh?
He won't identify,
Mamita, coge la tarjeta esa.
Okay. Thank you.
You saying I'm under arrest, right? Okay.
Your keys right there.
Better put them keys right back into the pocket.
All right, so what is your business here?
My business is not your business.
Okay.
I don't need to explain that to you.
Okay.
And there is no crime here. You just arrested me to get my ID.
Because we're
Yeah,
investigating
I don't care about the
trespassing, sir.
investigation. You arrested an innocent man for nothing, for no reason.
Have him sit on that bench.
I'm not sitting anywhere. I'm not a
Stand-
dog.
You can stand,
I-
whatever
I-
you prefer, that's fine.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm trying to work
You're not
with you,
trying. You're
but
trying to
not helping
intimidate.
me. No, I'm not,
You already
sir.
got my ID.
I've
You
been
did what you
nothing
need to
but-
do.
I've been nothing but be respectful.
Listen, respectfully, fuck you.
I'm not trying to.
Yes, you
We
are. I'm
investi-
in cuff right now,
We're-
and you guys are like 5 deep
We're
for a
investigating
person that,
trespassing.
I never trespassed, and I've never been in here.
All right, listen.
You can't
Give me a second.
trespass me.
Give me a second. I'm trying to help you.
This
I
is
really
a
am.
government
I promise.
agency. You can't trespass me
You can
unless
trust-
I've
they can
committed a
trust-
crime.
They can trespass people from here.
If there's a
I'm
crime,
not saying that you are trespassed from here, but we're trying to investigate that, and you're not
you're
helping us.
you're trespassing me and hauling me on. You arrested me already. You
give me a
told me I
minute.
was arrested.
Give me a minute.
You're doing that, and it's okay.
Forward. Straight forward. No. Turn left. Yep. Straight forward. You're about to go through the doorway and just keep walking forward.
Oh.
Yep. Forward. Or you about to hit another doorway. Walking forward. Stop. Turn left. Turn left. Left.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Walk forward. Now let's make a slight turn to your right. Keep walking forward. You about to go to another doorway. Now turn right. Go forward.
Wow, I could have almost blind. There's no way I could have gotten out of here.
Stop. I gotta open this door.
And you guys found it fit to have me on the shackles in there.
Turn right. Aquí está tu... Siente, señora.
Excuse me?
I was talking to your aide. He's right on the left side.
Cuidado, cuidado.
Perdón.
Ay, perdona, mamita.
Gracias.
¿Ellos te llamaron? ¿Ah? ¿Ellos te llamaron?
¿Quién?
Que si ellos te llamaron,
No, no me llamaron.
pero tú no seguiste.
No, yo le pregunté al muchacho y ya me dio la dirección donde iba a estar.
Oh, ok.
Buenas tardes.
Perdona, mamita. Pero para que tú veas que esto sí pasa cuando tú menos te lo esperas. All right, guys, I'm turning it off.
This case is a chilling reminder that knowing your rights isn't always enough, especially when officers either don't understand them or willfully ignore them. ID refusal, in the absence of a crime, is not a justification for arrest. Yet here, an innocent man was arrested, humiliated, and processed like a criminal. If we don't demand accountability, these abuses will continue, one citizen at a time. Imagine getting pulled over on a quiet night, no speeding, no traffic violations, just a cop claiming your plate was too hard to see. In this video, a combat veteran finds himself in yet another confrontation with law enforcement, not for breaking the law, but for daring to say, "I don't consent." What follows is a tense battle of words, rights, and power, where refusing to show ID becomes the ultimate act of resistance.
Where are you headed to tonight?
Doesn't matter. It's none of your damn business, dude. I didn't go to war for you to play Billy Badass like this. All you're doing is eating too much and making that uniform look like crap.
Are you carrying? Are there any weapons down there? I get nervous when you move your hands like that.
This man was pulled over for no reason. He wasn't speeding, broke no laws, and drove a legitimate truck. When the man asked why he was pulled over, the officer claimed he couldn't see his license plate. The cop then demanded driver license and ID, but the man refused, saying he hadn't committed any crime and didn't consent to any search. When he asked for a sergeant, the officer ignored the request, and instead of de-escalating the situation, kept pushing further and trying to intimidate him. But this man knew exactly how to handle the situation, and he shut the tyrant cop down.
How are you, sir?
Been better.
Why's that?
I got pulled over for no reason.
Okay. Well, it's not no reason.
Why's that?
Okay. Well, I couldn't see your license plate because of the tint in
So
your
no
windshield.
reason.
No, that's not no reason. How's that no reason?
Because you couldn't see it, now you do, and now it's there, and I got pulled over. I'm completely legitimate. I am a Texas registered, that tent's legal in Texas, everything's legit. I got pulled over for no reason.
No, it's not a no reason. I didn't see it. I see it now that I
So
can
you're
walk
incorrect.
up to the car.
Okay, so now I got
Okay.
pulled over and you were erroneous.
I'm not erroneous. My pulling you over was correct. But now that I'm up this close, I can
Now you see how you were incorrect.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
No, can I take a look at your driver's
Nope,
license real quick?
I don't consent. There's no legal reason for you to pull me over. You can keep walking, man. Am I free to go?
You're not free to go. I'd like to make sure you're okay to drive this car.
I'm good to drive this car. I don't consent to anything you have to say. Please leave. Please may I be on my way.
Okay, where are you headed to tonight?
Doesn't matter. It's none of your damn business, dude. Okay. Let me go. I'm good to go. You have absolutely no right to have pulled me over, and you're just pushing this thing, and I got stabbed by one of you crap cops, and this freaking DA up here is charging me for it to keep it quiet. All you guys have done is terrorize me, and all you're doing right now is doing nothing, accomplishing absolutely nothing, and there's no reason for you to be messing with me. All you're doing is eating too much and making that uniform look like crap.
Okay, I'm not messing with you, sir. I couldn't see your license.
Right, so am I free to go?
No, you're not free to go. I'd like to see registration and driver's license.
I do not consent. I don't consent. I don't consent. There's no reason for you to ask me for that. There's no reason for you to pull me over. You were erroneous. Ma'am, am I free to go?
I need to see your driver's
nope.
license.
Am I free to go? I don't consent. I don't consent. No, okay. There's absolutely no reason. There is absolutely no reason, pal, for you to ask for that when you were erroneous to pull that over.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
No, I disagree.
Call your sergeant down here.
Okay.
Call your sergeant down here.
Okay.
Call your sergeant down here. There's no reason for you. You saw that it's erroneous right there. Everything, run my tags, do all that stuff. I don't consent to any reason you doing any of this. I absolutely detest everything in your being right now. Am I free to go?
No, I just need to see your driver's
Nope,
license.
don't consent. There's absolutely no reason for you to ask for that. Piss off, dude. Straight up, man. Straight up. I'm a combat veteran wounded warrior, and you have absolutely no reason. I didn't go to war for you to play Billy Badass like this. Go get your cop. Go get your sergeant. There's absolutely no reason for you to be pulling me over like this. I've been terrorized by the cops in this town, and you're doing your job to step in them shoes. I do not consent to anything. Am I free to go?
Okay, can I ask you how I'm terrorizing you?
Because you pulled me over for no reason. Am I free to go?
I pulled you over.
Am I free to go?
No, sir. I need to see your driver's license.
Nope. I know. I don't consent. Am I free to go?
No. Can I
don't consent. Am I free to go?
Can I ask you one question?
No. You already asked. You already done enough, man. Am I free to go? Ma'am, are you his sergeant?
Nope.
Can you get your sergeant up here?
He's in charge.
This guy is not complying. He illegally pulled me over. He wants to search and seizure me and my being, and he has absolutely no reason to. Y'all terrorists can take this elsewhere. I am not consenting.
Okay. If your driver's license is good, I just need to verify.
There's no reason. Tell me why you need to verify that. I wasn't breaking any law. I wasn't speeding, and you can see that my truck is legitimate. Why do you need to see anything? Okay. You don't. Go. Let me leave. I do not consent. Let me go.
Okay. All I want to do is check that you're good to drive.
I'm good to drive.
Okay.
I do not consent. Let me go.
I don't know.
I don't consent. Let me go.
Okay.
Well, you pulled me over illegally because you could not see the license plate in my thing. Now your story is you don't know if I'm good to drive. Dude, I don't consent. Leave. You're terrorizing me. You're absolutely terrorizing me. Am I free to go?
No.
Why not?
Free to go.
Why not?
I just need to check, see if
no,
you're good to drive.
I do not consent. I am good to drive. I was driving just fine. You pulled me over for a tag violation, not because I was erroneously driving. Dude, you can push this as far as you want to go. You're on video. You're on live uplink, live load. You had better hope, Lee Wachowski, that you are correct, because you're asking me now that I'm not good to drive my vehicle when you just said that you pulled me over because you couldn't see my tag. Am I free to go?
No, I just need to make
That's
sure
illegal search and seizure. There is absolutely no, you do not need to. There's absolutely no reason for you to. I don't consent. There's absolutely no reason.
Okay, then will you provide me with your name and date of birth so I can check?
Nope. Dude, you can run these tags. That's everything right there that you need to do, that are you legal to do, and that you can see through the window like you just said. I do not consent. Am I free to go?
No, sir. It's very simple.
Get your sergeant on the line. I do not consent. I do not consent. I do not consent. Am I free to go?
No, sir. If you just let me see your driver's license.
There's no reason for you to do this, dude. Do you know who I... All right, I'll show you something. I'm not...
You are. Okay. Are you carrying? Are there any weapons down there? I get nervous when you move your hands like that. Okay.
Take that. That's ID.
He even showed his card to prove who he was, and honestly, it's kind of hilarious how the officer kept pushing, trying to create a problem out of nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Now you're trying to get legal, dude. Piss off.
I'm not trying to do anything.
Yep, you are.
But check your driver's license.
Dude, that's my ID right there. Why don't you go look that up?
That is not ID.
Why don't you find out how you're going to wind up on film?
That's fine. I realize I'm on film.
Yeah,
I'm not
dude.
protesting
I do not consent. I do not consent. I do not consent. I do not consent. There is no reason for you to pull me over. You said you saw it now. Now am I free to go?
No, sir.
Don't consent. Get your sergeant on the line.
Okay.
Get your sergeant up here. Get your sergeant up here. Get your sergeant up here.
In the meantime, if you just let me see your driver's license and I check that you have a valid driver's license.
This stop proves one thing. Authority without accountability is a dangerous combination. The officer had no legal reason to detain this man, yet he refused to back down. When you know your rights, you don't need to bend to intimidation. Stand firm, document everything, and never forget. You don't lose your freedom just because you're pulled over. What happens when you walk into a taxpayer-funded building with nothing but a camera and a question? In this video, we watch as a man attempts to request public records at the Palm Beach County School District, only to be met with hostility, unlawful demands for ID, and threats of arrest. Instead of transparency and service, he's treated like a criminal for daring to document his own government.
Okay. I just need a stamp copy from this gentleman over here.
That's not our procedure. We don't stamp anything that says that you do that.
Well, that's just to prove that I got, because if I leave here and I don't...
I'm explaining our procedures to you.
Okay.
All right? So you give me your email address.
Of the police department, right?
I'm sorry?
That's the procedure of the police department?
That's the procedure I'm taking for you right now. So I'm going to get your email address. I'm going to go and email your request to the department, copy you on that, your email on that, so that's going to be your stamp that, hey, your request has been submitted. You kind of follow me?
Yeah, so the email will be the confirmation.
Correct.
But I can't check that right now is the only thing. I can't check the email.
Okay.
So.
I'm still confused on what you're asking.
All right, so that piece of paper right there?
Yeah.
Either you or him. Do you have a stamp over there for this building?
We have no stamps. I'm asking you to put your email address in here and I'll explain to you how we're going to
Let me ask him a question. Who's the designee in this building for public records? Do you guys have a PIO?
Okay. So you're
It's being obstinate.
So now you're asking a whole bunch of more questions. So
I just want to know who the designee is, because that way I can come here and get the public records request with the stamped copy that I intended to get
we
here.
have an entire department.
Otherwise, I could have just done it online and saved me a trip. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But I'm here now, so that's the only way I'm leaving here with the public records request is a stamped copy.
Okay, well, I'm not required to give you anything because
You're not.
walking in
No,
and giving verbally.
I mean, if I came down to the police department and I said, hey, I want a public records request, they would have to give me a stamped copy if I request one.
I don't think they
That way
would.
I have legal recourse. It's one of those things like if I don't get it and I say, well, they never gave me one, they can just say, well,
right
you
now,
never came
everything
in.
you've been recording is your documentation.
You would think that would be enough. I agree, but unfortunately, in the rule of law, it doesn't.
The law doesn't require me to give you any stamp accommodation of anything that you're asking for. You're making a verbal public records request, which you're kind of recording here right now.
You would think that would be enough, but unfortunately, it's not
And
in the court of law.
What I'm going to give you is the email showing your request was submitted.
I get that, but again, I can't check the email right now because I'm here recording, and I don't want to leave until I have that
and I'm
completed.
you that we're not going to create any document because we're not required to by Florida law to create anything we don't have. We have nothing to give you that shows, yep, you were here and made this request. All we can give you is an email. Like I said, these are generally done online. You're walking in person and making the request, so I'm accommodating you by saying, hey, I'm going to do this through the email as soon as I can get to my email and send it for you.
Does this gentleman work for the building, or does he work for you guys? Or
he works for the school district. He actually works for me, yes.
Okay, so he works for you. So then he's required by law to write this down. I can give it verbally. It's one of the ways I can do it.
Verbally.
He writes it down for me. Okay, on my behalf. I give him my email.
Now you're creating procedures for us. And
he takes that public record, right, and then he stamps it.
Arguing about this. I'm trying to accommodate you.
I'm not here to argue.
You are, because you keep talking.
It's
I've
not
asked you
too.
for your email address.
It's not too much to ask.
So I can send you. Well, I've asked you for your email address. So I can send you this notification that hey, your request has been submitted.
No offense.
And now you're refusing to
no
give
offense. I don't trust anybody. I know you're telling me you're going to send me an email, but I don't know you.
Right now, what's happening now is I'm trying to accommodate your request. Okay, you're right. There's nobody here in the lobby right now, but there are people that are going to be coming in. So if you want to put your email down, I can submit your public records request for you.
So this gentleman has been refusing me in getting my public records request. That's against the law.
I don't think he's refusing you whatsoever.
All right, let me ask him. Hey, sir.
No, sir, listen, we're not going to do this now.
Sir,
what? No, sir. You need to step out of the way.
I'll step out of the way.
Step out of the way now because there's somebody else in here to do some work, okay?
Sir.
So we're not going to do this. You're engaging with me.
Are you refusing me service, sir,
Okay,
to take my
engaging
public
with me now,
records?
sir.
Sir,
All right.
what's his name?
Why don't you guys step outside for me?
What's his name?
Please step outside for me. Because now you're starting to create a little disturbance in our lobby.
How am I creating a disturbance?
Because we're trying to engage in a fulfill your request here, and you're now taking this further because you know,
I'm not
you're continuing
required.
to record.
I'm not required to even talk to you in the first place.
I'm sorry?
What if I don't want your help?
Well, you really don't have that much of a choice because I'm an employee of the school district. So I'm here to assist you
I own
and
the
make your
school.
request.
I own the school district.
So we're
I'm
going
a
to continue this
taxpayer.
argument. Can I see your driver's license?
What law have I committed? What crime have I
I'm
committed?
going to document this incident offense incident report, so I need your information so I can do that.
Have I broken a law?
Doesn't matter if you've broken a law. I don't need
You
to
can't
write.
you can't ID anybody you want to.
I absolutely can. Well, first of all, you're in a public building.
That's
Okay?
correct.
You
I
made
agree
a public
there.
records request.
I'm not finished yet.
Well, I'm trying to finish it for you, but you're continuing to take this further. In
I'm here to
other
gather
directions.
content for a story as well, and I'm not finished with that.
Okay.
I'm afraid you can't help me with that. So
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm trying to help you, but you're.
I don't want your help.
You don't want
You're
my
free to
help.
go. You're dismissed.
So now you can leave. No, you can't
You're
dismiss me, sir.
dismissed. Go back to work.
So no, you can leave now.
You work for me. Go back to work.
No, I do not.
Serve and protect. Honor your oath. Kick rocks.
Sir, at this point, I'm going to tell you that you're trespassing in school district property.
If I don't leave right now, what's going to happen?
You're probably going to go to jail for trespassing. So I'm
Yes or,
issuing you a warning.
yes or no? If I don't leave right now, what's going to happen? I don't want to get arrested, but is that what's going to happen if I stay here
Yes,
right now?
it will, because now I'm asking you to leave.
Okay. I'll see you on a lawsuit.
Thank you very much.
This guy's a tyrant. What is your name again, sir?
I'm Major Richard Moore.
Major. Okay. Gotcha. What's your badge number?
I'm 1316.
Okay. Wow, you're a tyrant.
Thank you.
Oath breaker. This guy right here. Somebody pissed in your chairs this morning?
Sir, you can keep talking all you want.
Feel like a big man kicking someone out who's not breaking any laws, a law-abiding citizen from a public building. You do have short guy syndrome, don't you? You should feel tough to be an asshole to a member of the public. Piece of. What's your name, sir? Name and badge number,
You don't have to give them that.
sir.
You can find it in the
It's.
office.
I'm sure it's part of your. I'm sure it's part of your policy. You got to give it upon request from a member of the public. You feel like a big man trespassing a guy who's not breaking the law. So where's the end of the property? Where am I trespassed to?
The sidewalk out there. This is all
Public
all
sidewalk?
property right here. So all the way out there on Forest Hill.
Okay. And just so you know, I do follow up on civil lawsuits. I'll see your in court.
Okay.
I'll get your deposition.
Sure.
It's called a 1983 civil lawsuit. Under color of law, you've broken my civil rights, First Amendment, freedom of press. You're also interfering in First Amendment protected activity. You're interfering with me getting a public records request. You are you are obstinate. You are obstinate, trying to control the situation. You think you're in control. You're not in control of me, sir.
Okay.
You have no power over me. I've broken no laws, and you're not getting my ID. You can kick rocks on that. This isn't North Korea. This is the United States of America, right here. In the end, I promise you that. You know the internet's forever. I'm gonna see your in court. Shorty. Guys, stop wasting my taxes. Go back to work. Go back to work, Major. Stop wasting the people's tax dollars. Go back to North Korea. This is America. We have rights here. Are you just gonna stand by idly, Sarge, and let your major violate the law? I've committed no crimes. No crimes committed. Zero. I was just trespassed and threatened with arrest. I have standing. I'll take you to court. What are you pussies defending? What's so special about that little tiny room? Hey, Major, don't forget to clean out your vagina when you get home. You're a got small man syndrome over here. Just so everyone can see. It's a public record. I'm going to FOIA request that. Don't worry, I'll get that. I'll get your video. I'll get it. Wow, a bunch of tyrants. West Palm Beach, everyone. Bunch of tyrants. Somebody should probably let the major know here, this is not North Korea. You know what's going to be funny though, Major, is I'm going to get that video footage. It's going to go into my video. Everyone's going to see it. Do not delete that record. I'm putting you on notice. I'm going to FOIA request that. Do not delete it. That would be a misdemeanor crime. You're on notice. I expose bad cops and I highlight the good ones. I found a pack of bad cops here. Bad cops. Don't you guys have like some real police work to do or something? Nothing you can do. Traditional public forum, guys. Don't worry, I'm not coming back on property. I'm going to stay here till you go back inside and do your job. These guys are going to try to conjure up something to try to arrest me with. You're going to be right on the front of the thumbnail. You don't intimidate me one small bit. Not even a little.
This encounter is a glaring reminder. Rights mean nothing if officials feel empowered to ignore them. Public buildings are for the people, not just for those in uniform. No law was broken, yet they threatened arrest for asking questions and holding a camera. If this is how our institutions treat transparency, then every citizen should be very concerned and very prepared to stand up.